Yo, I'm back. Man, back in the building with another video, another topic. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Bringing you good content, content that'll make you think, content that'll make you aware. This topic, we're going to talk about this guy, Auston Holleman. I know he's very popular on YouTube now. We just finna get into this video. We finna do a reaction on this video where he talking about the passport bros are selling you a dream. Let's get into it.
Everybody, it's your favorite YouTuber, Auston Holleman. We are still here in Madrid, Spain. I'm having a very fun time staying inside, and my bank account is loving it as well because it is almost as expensive as it is back home in the States.
Damn. Man, I wouldn't even knew that. I mean, I'd never been to Spain before, but I wouldn't have knew it would be almost expensive as the United States. Damn. But yeah, let's go.
Texas, if not more expensive than me in Dallas. Yes, it is. So, we will make head to Turkey next and just head Turkey in this Europe trip because I'm blowing more money. I could be saving more. I could have more money in my pocket. Anyway, that's not today's topic. If you guys are new here, I'm Auston Holleman. I'm a world traveler, and I'm doing a social experiment with socializing with people around the world, living in other countries and dating other women and getting online and journalizing it. Social studies. Now, today I want to talk about this. Passport bros, a good majority of them are selling you guys a fake dream. And you guys can...
Okay, now let's get into this. I mean, I know the passport movement was very, very popular. I mean, I don't really hear too much about it as much as I used to do. But I know that the guy, the leader, I forgot his name. But, you know, he described it as a philosophy, you know what I'm saying? It ain't as far as like a group being a passport bros, but it's a philosophy and a mindset. But on the other hand, you know, when you get associated with these groups, when bad stuff happens, or when someone say that the passport bros are like this and like that, and then something happens when you go overseas, and this person saying they're a passport bro, now the stigma is gonna be on that name passport bro. And that's what we have seen throughout, especially in Colombia. Golly, I done heard about so many stories about Colombia, Cartagena, Medellin, especially Cartagena and Medellin. Them seem like the most most touristic cities the passport bro, I just say group, go to. You know what I'm saying? No knock against those brothers that go out and travel and go to those cities. No knock to them. But I don't put myself in a group. You know what I'm saying? I'm a solo traveler. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. But yeah, let's go.
See that from my channel, right? That's why a lot of them choose to, we're going to get into this later, but they choose to discredit me because I get on.
I mean, I've been hearing about these different disputes and stuff with Auston Holleman and these different other guys that travel, you know, overseas and stuff like that. Now, I know I was reading the comments to this video. I know one guy say, you know, it's about getting your travels and your experience. And yeah, he got a point right there. And then I seen Skylar video. Shout out to him. It was a guy on his panel. He was talking about, it was an older guy. He had good ass wisdom about traveling and stuff like that. And what he discovered, I mean, he talked about this like, when people overseas see a black American go to this country or that country, they don't call you like a black American. They call you American. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that stigma on them where they say just Black American. They'll just say American. As a collective in a country, not caring what race of color you are, as far as like if you do something, if you like acting up in that country, you ain't like trying to learn the culture, learn the language, actually trying to make yourself efficient in that country, then they're gonna look at you with another eye. They're gonna look at you like you just come over here to basically most of the time use the women, not treat them right, and do different little things. You come over here to like do bad things, like maybe use drugs, just any little type of things. The locals might have this perception on you about. So yeah, let's go.
Online, and I can show you in real time what it's like in these other countries. So people might sell Sao Paulo a certain type of way, but I get on live and there's a chick argue with me that I didn't even talk to, but they're all so feminine in certain cities. It's so perfect in Sao Paulo. None of these places are perfect the way how they're.
Now he right on that. No place is perfect. You know what I'm saying? No place is gonna be perfect. And I understand most guys already know these things, what he already saying. No place is perfect. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get in where you fit in, men. Most of y'all understand this anyway. Yeah, but let's go.
Told to you. Is it better? Absolutely it is better. That's why I still.
Yes, definitely. Traveling overseas, when you experience these other women from these other cultures, the experience is better. For sure. You know what I'm saying? The women not perfect. You got female nature all over the world, no matter what country you go to. But the women is not all the same. You know what I'm saying? You go into the big cities, versus the small cities, versus these different, small pueblos and things like that. The women are gonna be different in the big city. Most of the women are gonna be different in big cities than the smaller towns. I have experienced this. Lots of going to Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Panama. You know what I'm saying? In the big cities, especially in the tourist areas for you men. Like in the tourist areas, most of the women are not gonna be even close, more so relationship material. Most of them not. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you can't have a good time with them and kicking with them and stuff, but most of them not gonna be the type of women you take serious in something serious down the road. You have to go to the local areas outside of the city where the smaller neighborhoods at, where it's more family orientated, and look for women like that have those characteristics. And another thing too, men, y'all attract what y'all are too. You know what I'm saying? See, the whole thing about just women is not like this and women not like that. If you're a good stand-up man and wise, you'll know how to differentiate women in different categories. Like I spoke before, women that goes out to bars and clubs, most of them not relationship material. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. Cause most of the women that goes out to bars and clubs only looking to take advantage of a man, get into a man's pocket. They don't give a care about giving you sex. If they can trade off, like you buying them drinks and you giving them money to do this and that. Sex is not nothing. They'll get that up very, very easy. Yeah. But let's continue on with Auston Holleman video.
Live abroad. I went back to Dallas and it was some bullshit. So I was like, yeah, I made the right
That
decision
is,
by moving. This was just confirmation.
I mean, that is. I mean, as far as the women, I met a few women in Dallas, more so the Latina women. You know, of course, they not like the women in Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Panama, stuff like that. I mean, they not. They don't stick so much soul to their culture because they've been over here in the United States so much. I mean, you do can catch a few of them still try to hold that traditionalism, but it's different over here in the States than overseas. Yeah, let's go.
But a lot of these people are selling these dreams to you as if it's just a utopia. And I'm telling you, you're still dealing with people. They just don't have as much of a messed up mindset and brainwashed and degenerate mindset as they do in the United States.
Okay, he right on that. Yes. Uh-huh. I mean, like the Western society, the way, because it's the thing, when we go overseas, like people already see on TV how a lot of things are done here in the United States, how we act, how we dress. For us black men and just black women, just black all over, because they got a certain thing here in the United States, what they try to call black culture. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to tell you, like, the United States really ain't got no culture. You know what I'm saying? No culture standard. Let me just say that. United States ain't really got no culture standard. Yeah. All right, but let's go.
Okay. Now, how are they selling you a dream? First of all women around the world don't like all men. And I'm saying this as a black American man.
Of course, man. that was like a given right there. Of course, all women don't like all men. Like, you didn't even have to say that, bro. I'm just saying, man.
We've been sold this dream. I never bought it, but we've been sold that black American men are the most desired men on the planet. Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, fucking.
Now, when I say, okay, this is the thing. Nah, like, black man, okay, most people should know this. Like, whatever country, okay, the men and women in, preferably the women their first choice is gonna be their own type of men. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa with the men. Most of the time it's gonna be like that anyway. That's not a big deal at all when you go to these other countries. Cause it's women out there that's gonna welcome you and wanna get with you. You know what I'm saying? Then this is the thing, if you understand women's nature too. Women are very, very curious. You know what I'm saying? Even though their preference might not be, say a black American first or just a black American in general, she might grow to really like wanna get to know a black American or a black man just in general. You get what I'm saying? And might really, really desire him after that. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? It comes to like this. Like growing up, okay, we wanted black women. As a black man, we especially wanted black women. Like, we really didn't look at other women like that. Besides maybe white women, because we seen white women all the time, black women. But our first choice was always black women for most black men that grew up in the United States anyway. You know what I'm saying? Then we started getting into other people's races, like as far as like the whites, the Asians, the Latinas, you know what I'm saying? The Hispanic girls. Then we had variety to choose from. So if our own women weren't acting right, we'll go to the white woman. And then the Asian woman, or the Latino woman, or the Hispanic woman. You know what I'm saying? Or even the Indian woman nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Us black men, we open to all races of women. Even white men are. I tell you the truth, like it's a thing. But yeah, let's go.
Right. First of all, if you go to another country, for example, Romania, Romanians prefer Romanians.
Of course, man. Of course. Most people know this, what you're saying, bro. I'm just saying. Most people know this. All right, let's go.
Russians prefer Russians. Kenyans prefer Kenyans. The women usually prefer somebody from their own country. That's the number one fact.
Yes, that is the number one fact. Yeah, you're right on that. We know this though. That's the thing. That's the number one fact. All right, let's continue on.
When we start talking about foreigners, if you ask me, we're not the first foreigner they prefer.
It depends on, like I say, it really depends on where you at, where you go, and what influence the women have as far as like the men they really in, or the man they see and desire. Like, this is the thing. If a woman, okay, say for instance, all right, now you talking about South America. Now, if a woman like in South America, all right, if she done watched so many different shows of black men, like say for instance basketball, football, and started to listen to hip hop and R&B or something, more than likely that woman gonna start desiring a black man, because that's what she's seeing, and that's what she's starting to gravitate to and like. You know what I'm saying? Because I done met some women in Colombia, like they don't even listen to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They don't even listen to R&B. I introduced one girl to R&B and stuff like that. She started to like it. Like most of them stick to they own cultural like music and stuff like that. Salsa, reggaeton, mostly what? Puerto Rican culture and stuff. But I know all around Latin America, some listen to that. But the majority don't listen to like salsa, merengue, just different music genres that got to do with Spanish type roots. But yeah, let's go.
Depending on where you go, they prefer white men before black men in Latin America. This is,
like I said, it just depends. It just depends. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
It's just what it is. You can disagree. This is just what it is. Okay, that's why Latin America is so mixed. When, for example, I've dated many Afro Latinas in Latin America.
Oh yes, them Afro Latinas. Oh man, them are some fine ass women. Afro Latinas and mestizas. Oh my God, them mestizas. Oh, some of the finest women you will meet in Latin America. I promise you. The mestizas. Oh. Man, this would be a hard choice out of mestiza or Afro-Colombian. I mean, they look very, very similar to each other. Very similar to each other. But yeah, let's go.
My first few girlfriends in Brazil and Rio were Afro-Latina, because that's what I prefer is black women, right? All those black women in Rio, the previous man that they were with was a white guy, and they were black. More than likely in the United States, if you're in Dallas, if you're in Houston,
See, this is my thing right here. Like, why is it a big deal because she dealt with a white man before you got with her? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be worried about that. You know what I'm saying? You got with her. It depends. Like, did you have a good time with her? Did she treat you like you're supposed to be treated? You know what I'm saying? That's what the people will really want to hear, instead of she was with a white guy before she was with me. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? She could have just been with him for money. And you know, a lot of times when men leave with their money and stuff like that, because of most white guys that do travel, because the white guys been traveling way before us black men have, and the ones that had lots of money and stuff like that, they was the first pickings to women. You know what I'm saying? It's been so many white men that traveled to South America that had money. So, could you always hear them stories about, okay, I hear a lot of times, like a lot of white guys say, I found my wife in Colombia. I found my wife in Ecuador. Matter of fact, I just had a video come out about last week. It was a guy say he found his wife in Peru. So it was a white guy too. But yeah, that goes to show you, like, yes, lots of white men been traveling way before we have, and lots of them that had the money, like just money, and had themselves established like that. Hey, it was easy for them to get with a woman like that because they had money. Because the women seen the money the guy was making. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and it's like this: if they marriage or relationship lasts or whatnot, we'll see. And he'll find out, okay, if she really for me, is she really with me for my money or not? You know? Yeah, let's continue on.
If you're in New York, if you're in Miami, if you're in Atlanta, if you're in LA, most black women usually had a previous black boyfriend, and the guy before may have been black, and the guy before may have been black. It's not as common in the States for women to just hawk on fucking white men the way how they do in Latin America and even Asia.
Okay, he right on that. Like, in the States, most black women get with black men and had a black boyfriend before that. Yeah, that's true. Most of them have. But it's like this, who cares, man? Like, if they done had, I mean, unless you're trying to get into something serious with a woman, okay, of course you want to know the history on this woman and whatnot you getting with. But having that collective type mindset, like I say in the video I had, like, I think it was last week, I said you have to get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? What type of man you are should attract the type of woman you trying to get, or the women you trying to interact with and get with. You know what I'm saying? Then also too, I say this, man, y'all need to have women around you that's helping you grow financially. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about how many women I can sleep with and smash and stuff. It's not about that. You know what I'm saying? It's about having women that's gonna do right by you. I mean, if she not going the way you would have her to go in your program, then you don't need to have that woman around you. That's how it go. If it's gonna even be short term, you know, she should be a woman that cooperates with you. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, let's go.
Like I said before, you guys ever notice how the best Thai women are with another Asian guy because that's similar to their culture, or they're with?
Yes, of course, man. Like I said, this is something we already know. Like, when the whole title is Passport Bros Are Selling You a Dream, like what you saying right there, I mean, if a guy in the passport movement said these things, as far as these women are not your first choice black men, then they should already know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, most women gonna stick with their own type of men anywhere you go. But that don't mean as a black man you can't go to these different countries and get with those type of women. Because there's plenty of women out there open to get with a man that's established, as far as a man that's on his purpose and his grind. You know what I'm saying? Women love that there's a man that's on his purpose and his grind. No matter what color you are. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand these things about women, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the time we living in now. In the time we living in now, most women are open to any race of a man. You know what I'm saying? As far as getting with. Now, you always, as a man, gotta test a woman out and see if she really into you. You gotta put the woman through the test. That's how you really see if a woman's really into you. You know what I'm saying? 1 year, 2 years. To see if she proved herself to you. And most women gonna fail. Like I've been talking about, most women gonna fail at that. Let's go.
A white guy. Now, we got some brothers down there, black American men, that have some good looking women in these other countries. Not saying it's always the case, but.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Lots of them do that, I see, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? The whole goal and point ain't just on a woman's physical beauty. How this woman treats you, you know what I'm saying, is more important than a woman's physical beauty. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather for a woman to treat me very, very well and can be average. I remember, I heard one brother talking about it on Skylar's video. He was talking about, I think he was talking about Colombia in Medellin. Because he was saying like something about how he interact with the women down there. And, you know, some guys might say this woman's a 4 or 5, but she treats me very, very well. She treats me with respect. She's submissive, kind. You know what I'm saying? Them the women you should be looking for. Because, say for instance, if a woman in shape, right, and she don't look that good in the face, she look alright in the face, you might give her a 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? It's different styles a woman can do physically and make herself look better and more appealing to you physically. But what most important is the way she treats you is the most important thing. All right, let's go.
When we bring up an average of what you see when you're down there, it's not us that they're preferring, first of all. So can black American men win around the world? Yes, I am. I was in Portugal. I was in Manila.
Okay, see, that's kind of like a contradiction of what you just saying now. You know what I'm saying? See, you say you're a black man and you winning. Okay. You winning because what? Did you choose the type of women that's into you? That's the thing. You choose the women that's into you. You know what I'm saying? Every woman's not going to be into you. No matter how you look, no matter how you dress. Every woman is not going to be into you. All right, let's continue on.
For sure. Even though Sao Paulo required a lot more effort, I was doing well there. I did well in Santiago, Chile. There's women in every city around the world that prefer or that are open to black men. Let's change this narrative.
Okay, why you changing the narrative, bro? Why you changing the narrative? Like, this seemed like a contradiction. You know what I'm saying? Now you saying now black men can go there and, you know what I'm saying, get themselves established, and the type of women that they can get. Now they can get it, basically get the type of women they desire and want. Okay, all right, let's go.
Women around the world are open to black American men, but to say prefer, for example,
Man, yes. Like, it's women that prefer black men, and there's some women that don't. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal. Just get with the women that prefer you. It's simple, man. Anywhere you go around the world, any country you go. Okay.
Prefer black women. It doesn't matter if they're from Africa, United States, Latin America. I prefer black. I'm open. I've dated white women since I've been going. I've dated mestizas since I've been going. I've dated Asian women. That doesn't mean that I don't date them. It's just when I have my ideal girl in my mind, she's usually black. What I'm telling you is women in Asia and Latin America, usually their ideal guy is not somebody that looks like me. Okay? It just is what it is. Now, can you find women in these other countries that prefer black men? Can you find that? I've met men that live in Colombia that said that their wife preferred black men. He married her.
Okay. Okay. You see what I'm saying? You see why it sounds like a contradiction? All right. She said she was into black men and she liked black men. Nothing wrong with that. Like, and he married her. Like, what's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? See? Like I say, it sounds like a contradiction. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but let's go.
That's something that is real. You guys remember Kate? Does Kate look like she would ever date a Thai guy? She actually told me she only dates black guys. But does she look like she would date a Thai guy? You know, you can look at some of these chicks and tell that they're for us. Those are niche.
I mean, I know I get what he's saying right there. When you say you can tell that some chicks are for us. Like, okay, if you see, all right, if you're in another country and say for instance, it's rap music playing around and you see the girls dancing to the rap and all that type of stuff, dancing similar to the women in the United States or something, of course they're gonna be into black men because the hip hop culture preferably, like, it's all over the world, you know. So if a woman in that country, all right, she started listening to hip hop and liking it and stuff, she gonna be apt to want to get with a black man because she learning, like, as far as like how most black men like act, if she like it. That's the thing, because she might, okay, listen to it and despise it. It's like, nah, that ain't the type of man I would talk to. But if you're a black man and you go over there and you show them, say for instance, she started listening to the gangster rap and like how all these fruitcake rappers act and how they pants sag and like be on these videos. She could look at that and don't like it, but if you're a black man, you go over there and you show that different side. You won't act like those rappers. You don't communicate like them, and you like a stand-up citizen in them, and you have morals and values, and actually, excuse me, it's a train coming through. But yeah, you got morals and values. You a stand-up guy. Like, she can gravitate towards you and be like, okay, that's the type of black man I want in my life. I like this guy right here. He not like those other black men. You know what I'm saying? And when you show that to people and women overseas, then they'll start looking at lots of black men in different lights instead of in a collective type mindset. These black guys are like this, these black guys are like that. Like when your Pookie and Ray Rays show up to Cartagena or Medellin and stuff like that, bring that ghetto mentality to those cities. Like the dude was saying on Scholar Video, bring that ghetto mentality overseas like that. Yeah, let's go.
Those are specific. Just like you have most black men in America want black women, right? Kevin Samuels even told you guys that. Most black men want black women. But you do have some black guys in the state.
Now, Kevin Samuels didn't have to say that for black men to like black women. I mean, we all knew this, man. You know? I mean, I ain't had no problem with Kevin Samuels or whatnot, I mean, I didn't listen to his content like that, but I never hated the guy or nothing like that. But yeah, he had some good information I seen where he taught lots of people different things. We all have our opinions on different people just through these YouTube streets. Yeah, let's continue on.
That say I would never date a black girl. It makes sense only to believe that black men prefer black women because their mother was black. That's what they saw growing up. It's somebody they can relate to the most. And then we can get further into brainwashing in Latin America, in media, in colonization. All those things play a role. But I'm just telling you guys this. Most people prefer people where they're from. But that does not mean you don't have options. You're not going to convince me that I can go to Romania and more than 50% of Romanian women want to marry a black guy. They might fuck you. They might sleep with you. Yeah. Just the same way.
Okay, yeah, he right on that. Like a woman can sleep with you, do all that, and she don't even like you. You know what I'm saying? She could just like what you've done for her. As far as, say for instance, if you bought her dinner or something, she'll sleep with you just to try to get you coming back to keep paying her for, to take her out for dinner or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I wouldn't really see myself marrying an Asian woman. Will I smash one? I have plenty of them. I don't think, I've met Asian women in Latin America and Sao Paulo. I met them in when I was in Portugal. Beautiful. I don't even approach them. It's not my preference. Doesn't mean that if they showed interest, I would decline them just because they're Asian. But it's just not my preference. So that's something that has to be understood. We can't, because a lot of these guys sell this dream that they want us and only us. And if we go abroad, we can just snag whoever we want. It's not the fucking case.
Nah, this is the thing. I never heard just no black man coming on. I never heard it now. I ain't saying it is. I ain't saying it. That's not no black man that said that. But, of course, most black men should know when you go to all to these countries and stuff like that, they just don't want us, you know what I'm saying? I mean, women have their preference in, different things or different men that's at the top tier that they will want to get with. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Whether it's black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Indian, it don't matter. It depends on the woman. All right?
But yes, if any city you go to in the world, you can find a woman that likes you. Yes. That's even in the United States. You can go to wherever the Ku Klux Klan is, wherever their headquarters is at. There's some racist ass white girl that maybe she'll sleep with you. I don't know. A lot of us are getting confused with she'll sleep with us with she loves us.
Okay, yeah, he got a good point right there. Just because, a woman sleep with you don't mean she loves you. Yes, of course. Most men should know that one, because it is such thing as love bombing, sex bombing, technically, as they call it. Or a woman will flood you with sex to try to make you think she like you, she love you or like you, but trying to get something out of you, give you that just to get something out of you. Y'all, man, y'all gotta have discernment on that. All right.
Now, most women worldwide are not submissive. The world is becoming westernized. So if you guys love Brazil, based off the experiences that I've had and the stuff that I've heard those women say, you got about 5 or 10 more years before that shit is going to be just like the United States. I mean,
see, this the thing. I don't know if he's talking about big cities in Brazil or whatnot. But, like I say, y'all got to go where basically y'all appreciate it and the woman respect you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's getting worse everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it'll get like America there. I haven't been to Brazil yet. Um, but Latin America, I don't really see them totally gravitate totally gravitating to our culture like that. Because I still see them with their culture intact, even though they get a lot of influence from our culture. Well, from basically from the United States. I won't say our culture here in the States. We technically ain't got no culture here in the States. But they get things from our um, what they see on TV and all that type of stuff. You know. But if they preferably just basically they understand our money goes a longer ways in United States than Latin America. So if it was the other way around, if their money went a longer ways than us in America, and we was going over there to get their resources more, so then it would be a different story. You know, because if they came over here, got their resources, then gone back to their country, then they gonna wanna go and keep their culture intact. You know what I'm saying? Okay, of course we doing what the Americans do. We getting the type of money American people getting, but we're gonna take that money back to Mexico, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, all these different places. Keep our country intact. You know, that's how it be most of the time. All right, let's go.
Let's look at some things that's similar to the United States, right? In Brazil, talking bad about gay people can get you put in prison. So just like you can get canceled for talking about.
Okay, well, I didn't know none of that right there. But I mean, this thing talking bad about what do you mean? Like putting it on social media, talking bad about the LGBTQ people? You know, are you talking about on social media or just out there in public? Because like in public, you can just say. I mean, as far as like to saying it to somebody individually, but you know, that's it. You know what I'm saying? On social media, of course, you can't do that. You know? But hey, I didn't know that in Brazil. But yeah, but let's go.
About them in the States, yeah, you can get put in prison over there. We all know they have feminism in Brazil. Does that mean you can't date Brazilian women? No.
Okay, this sounds like another contradiction again, man. You know, like I say, it's going, of course, it's a certain type of feminism everywhere, but most guys are going to tell you from their experience and stuff of them going these different places, it's not like the United States. Of course, when a woman's going out, getting her own money, doing this and that, it's a certain type of feminism gonna be attached to that because she'd have been getting the money without a man and all that type of stuff. But it could change where a woman don't wanna be get into that feminism like that and want a man to take care of her. It could come like that. It just depends. But this is the thing, when a man take care of her, that don't mean she not working. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to be crazy to really just want a housewife in these days of time. The only way I would say, if you was able to provide everything for the household by yourself, and that's it. Like if you just had the money like that, and you wouldn't rely on your woman's money as far as her putting money in. Now, in these days of times, lots of men will be foolish not to have women working for them and, you know, making them prove themselves to you by them helping you out to grow whatever business you're trying to do. Things like that. But yeah, let's go.
But for example, I had this one Brazilian chick I was dating, and I told her like, "Yeah, you're my baby." It's a flirting way. I didn't think nothing of it when I said it. Her response was, "No, I'm not yours. I don't like to be objectified. I'm nobody's property." Are you fucking serious? You just killed the.
Man, that's when you walk away, man. That's when you say, "Oh, okay. I see this woman not gonna be cooperative." That's all you had to say in your mind. Be like, okay, all right, miss. Well, just have a good night and move on, man. That's all you had to do. Don't even worry about that, man. You know, you can see the woman is really not into you like that. If she said something like that, she spoke it out her mouth towards you. You know, that don't mean all the women that was around that area wouldn't have got with you and not said that to you. Hey, you have to get in where you fit in. All right, let's go.
Whole romance. Women, that's not the first chick that says something like that in Brazil. Now, if you go to other countries like somewhere maybe like Paraguay or Peru or Kenya or Colombia, no chick is gonna have an issue with you saying that you're their baby. I mean, what if I fucking marry her? I can't call her my wife. Get the fuck
out. Man, well, I tell you, most women, even in all these different countries, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, a lot of women, they working jobs and they learn how to be independent and stuff like that. So they don't mind getting with a man, but lots of them, I'm gonna just say this, lots for as far as in the big cities, they more got the mindset of, okay, I get with this man, but I'm not gonna let him control me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna do my own thing. You gotta understand that, like, cause this ain't 1930s. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to get with the women that's gonna be on your program. That's all you gotta do. Get with the women that's gonna be on your program. Easy said, but you gotta do it. All right, let's go.
Out of here. But that sounds like that's a dumb logic, right? That sounds like feminism. That sounds like the same shit that the women say in the States sometimes, right? Well, most times, right? So there you have it. Ask a Brazilian chick, does she want to be a stay-at-home wife for you? I bet you 60% of the time she's going to say no, she doesn't want to be dependent on a man.
Okay, then it depends on what cities you're going into in Brazil. Like, is you going to small towns, very rural towns, and getting with a woman from these small cities, very, very rural areas or whatnot? Because lots of women in the rural areas more so gonna be more cooperative. Not saying all of them gonna be cooperative and submissive. Not all of them, of course. Because we living in a new time, a new day, where social media then took over lots of people's mindsets, and they not holding on to traditionalism like that. But some in those small towns still do. And they don't be on social media all like that. Yeah, but let's go.
So, a lot of these countries, women are not, yes, I've had women in Brazil cook and clean and do all the things that we fantasize about. I've had that done in numerous countries, right? Even in Tanzania, I've had it, and I recommend Tanzania for that stuff. But slowly, with time, worldwide, that stuff is starting to disappear. Some people like say, oh, well, that's because you go to the big cities. Yeah, people live in big cities in these other countries when we move for the same reason we live in big cities in the United States.
Okay, so what? Even in big cities, you can find feminine and submissive women. Then, like I say, it goes back the type of person you are. Because this is the thing, a lot of these men, lots of them really not good men. You know what I'm saying? As far as being a stand-up man, having good character, good morals, gonna do what they say they're gonna do. As far as like, towards, especially towards a woman. You know what I'm saying? When a woman see you not being a stand-up man and you not handling your business and stuff like that, they're gonna turn a woman off. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna turn a woman off from you. But yeah, let's go.
Do you notice how a lot of people live in Dallas compared to Waco? There's a fucking reason for that. Because big cities have more opportunity and they're more convenient. I'm not gonna move to some small ass town.
But this is the thing nowadays. We starting to see a more growing trend of people working from home or working for themselves. So when a person get an opportunity to work for themselves or work from home, they making great money like that. Most of them are gonna live in smaller places. They're gonna go to smaller towns, either suburbs or small towns. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get out of the big city hustle and bustle. Most of them is. You know what I'm saying? They just go to big cities just to, just go out, hang out, and then go back to their small town they stay in. Most people would prefer that nowadays, as far as like the ones that's working from home or work for themselves. All right.
Down a shithole in Texas where if I need to go to the hospital, it's going to be 30 minutes for me to get there. Versus when I lived in Dallas, I could literally walk next door to a hospital. And if I didn't live to that hospital, there was another hospital within 5 minutes away. Big cities. That's why we moved there. Most of you guys are not trying to move to a fucking village. So these issues of westernization, you're going to deal with if you move to Nairobi, if you move to Sao Paulo, if you move to Rio, if you move to Salvador, if you move to San...
Yeah, like, okay, because a lot of times in the big cities, especially you go overseas, they're going to have tourist spots where gringos going to go, and it's going to give them more of a feel like the United States, in big cities in the United States. That's the thing. Even here in the United States, smaller cities, as far as like the people acting different and all that type of stuff, you can see the difference with the big cities and the small cities, in the small rural areas with the people. That's just it. All right, let's go.
Santiago, Chile. You're going to notice some of these things that we don't like out of women. It's not the majority of them in these other countries, but you will notice that you do come across them from time to time. So the thing that these women are just, it's nothing wrong with it. Brazil's never going to flip. No, America doesn't have to do it. They're doing it to themselves. So yes, everything is not peaches and cream, but it is better. I'd rather deal with this than deal with...
Okay, you just admit it's better over there, man. Like, it's not like I say, a contradiction. It's better over there than the States. Yes. And like I say, I agree. Like, okay, all the other countries I've been to, Colombia, Ecuador, Panama. And now the most time I've spent in the country was in Colombia. And I can say, I like Colombia. This is my personal experience. Colombia is better than the United States. It's not no utopia, but it's better than the United States. Now, there's some things in the United States better here than Colombia. Yes, like different services and stuff is better here than in Colombia. But as far as like living, the peace I get, the more so culture I experience with the locals is way better than the United States. You know what I'm saying? I had to experience that to find out and know what I prefer and what my goal is and where I want to be and what I got planned coming up. You know what I'm saying? As far as traveling and staying in this place or that place. You know what I'm saying? I'd definitely rather be in Colombia or Ecuador right now than the United States, hands down, hands down. Like I would rather, I got my family here. I'd rather come here just to visit my family and stay in, say, for instance, Colombia 6 months and stay in Ecuador 6 months. That would be the perfect match for me. you know, experience that. Then I want to experience other countries too, and I'm gonna get to that. All right, let's go.
I was dealing with in the States. Yes, I would agree with that. I'm your only friend. Most of these guys on YouTube that are showing you guys this submissive lifestyle, they're dealing with prostitutes. They're paid actors.
Now I'm gonna have to say all of them can't be dealing with prostitute. Hey, but some of them is. Some of them is dealing with prostitute. But this the thing, y'all men, y'all gotta be cautious of the women y'all put online. Is this your woman as a girlfriend you putting online? Or this a woman you just interviewing? You just, she want an interview, and did she agree to the interview? That's the thing. Y'all can't just be walking up to random women and putting them on camera as far as them just talking and you not letting them know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all men need to stop doing that, especially when y'all go overseas. You know what I'm saying? Cause I remember one brother, actually he had this girl he was talking to in a relationship. And he was video recording her. I know they went to Peru, and there was other places around Colombia too. But she tried to sue this guy just because he put her on the videos with him. That's his girlfriend. But she actually lost the case. I'm glad that brother won his case. Like, that was his girlfriend at the time, and he don't have to take down the videos of him and her, going out doing this and that. That's his experiences. And women are very vindictive. She was only doing that to try to get back at him. I don't know if he broke off the relationship or she broke it off for her own. Well, I don't forget. I think he talked about it on one of his videos. But women are very vindictive like that. No matter where you go at in the world, women can be very, very vindictive. Yeah, let's continue on.
Guys that are claiming like, yeah, man, I went to this country and I was just running through them. Yeah, they were talking about how they went to the whorehouse.
Okay. Now, this is the thing. Whatever a man does in his private time, if this man going to the whorehouse, he shouldn't be blasting it on social media and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't be putting just, like prostitutes on your videos and stuff like that. And that's safe as if you and the woman had an agreement or something and you put on there, then that's fine if y'all had an agreement. But I know a lot of guys have found out, like, this is the thing, because it goes back to a revolving door. Like, I already know what was happening a lot of times. Them videos back in 2020, 2021, 2022, when a lot of guys had started putting women on their videos. That's why he's saying this. I know exactly where you're coming from. They were putting on P-tubes, and they would try to say, this is my girlfriend, and all that type of stuff. When it was a P-tube, they just paid, to sleep with and get on the video. Which, nah, man. I mean, this is the thing. If y'all come to that agreement and they agree on that, hey, it's all fine and dandy. But when she get with another man, and then you see her on the video with this guy or that guy, because you got to remember, man, women don't care. That's the thing. Women will do that just in spite of the next man. Like, okay, I don't care if I'm on a video with this man or on a video with that man and that man and that man. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting myself out. Then she could look at it like, okay, I'm getting popular by that guy putting me on. So you got to look at that too. So yeah. All right.
They weren't referring to them just approaching women on the street and the woman just want to just drop their panties when they saw them. Guys, I know for a fact I look pretty good. Okay, women don't just look at me and just want to drop their panties. So I know these motherfuckers that are online telling you guys that shit, I know for a fact they don't look better than me, and they're fucking lying to you.
Yeah, he right on that part. You know what I'm saying? Like, women, you got to get into a woman's mind. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. You can have a guy that's, I know a lot of guys like to talk about height. Like, women like guys that's more taller. Okay, you can have a guy that's 5'2", and he know how to talk to a woman, and he know how to basically ask the right questions to a woman. These type of things. And he know how to get into her mind. And a woman, she loves the way this guy treats her, and she like the way this guy talk to her and exercise her mind, get her to open up, and she can gravitate towards that, and she can end up really, really liking this guy, and end up want to drop her panties for that guy, because he know how to get into her mind first, not her panties first, but her mind first. Then the body will follow. You see what I'm saying? You get into a woman's mind first, and the body will follow. So yeah, let's go.
Next, money is not all it takes. It's not all it takes. People, yes, your dollar goes further in Brazil. Yes, it does better. But guess what? That's not all you need.
Okay, he right about that. Like, money ain't all you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as you getting into something serious with a woman or whatnot. Because you can have lots of money and a woman do not want to have nothing serious with you. Okay, it's easier for you to just sleep with women, of course. You got money. A woman just throw herself at you and try to sex bomb you and stuff so she can get money out of you. And that don't even mean she like you or love you, So yeah, let's go.
Lead with money, just the same way how you guys like to trick in the States and, oh, baby, you're beautiful. Let me give you $150 for your light bill, like a fucking sucker. If you go abroad doing that, you will get the same treatment that you got in the States.
Yeah.
There are women.
Now, I agree with him on that too. Yeah, a woman will play you, man. Like, you leave with your money like that. Of course, you could get sex out of a woman, but still. Okay, that money could have went to a good cause. Okay, you can have a woman, all right, if you into content creating or stuff like that, you can have a woman come over and help you with some content or whatnot, and keep that $150 in your, put it towards your investment or something. You know what I'm saying? Different things like that. Or she can help you make that $150 grow to $150,000. What about that? You know what I'm saying? Yep, let's go.
That are low down and vultures in Brazil, in Colombia, in Peru, wherever the hell you go. There are some women that know American men are desperate and we behave that way, and they're waiting to take advantage of you. That's why.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Like, it's women out there that see, that can see some American men are desperate and stuff. Like, it's a thing. It's easy for a woman to trick a man and stuff like that, especially a gringo that goes to these different tourist spots and don't got the knowledge and the whereabouts of what's going on in his surroundings down there. Yeah, they might treat you very nice and stuff like that to get you in. Then to get you in to take advantage of you. Yeah. But I'm not a person I go out to bars and clubs like that. I like to meet women I like to meet women in public. At public settings, and more so family oriented settings, at a mall, at a park, at a grocery store, different things like that. You can get more so of where her mind at when she open up to you at a park, at a grocery store, at a mall. You know what I'm saying? I mean, different tourist spots, of course, like if it's not something like at a bar or club, maybe like I just say for example, like, okay, Guatape, like outside of Medellin, like if you meet a woman out there, that's a tourist spot. Now, that's more so a family orientated tourist spot. So you got your girls, it's an up and down thing. But you have more of a chance to meet a decent type woman out there. So yeah, let's continue on.
Told you guys to improve yourself and learn how to vet and get the right women and stop leaving your.
Okay, that's good right there. Know how to vet women. Yes, because men, y'all need to know how to vet women. You know what I'm saying? Y'all definitely need to know how to vet a woman. And this applies anywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? Different women require different things.
Now, if you just want to trick and pay and go to a whore house and deal with sugar babies for the rest of your life, that's fine. Do that. But my thing is, do not get online and tell guys that they're having something good when really it's all something we could all do. Shrek could do what you're doing. Fat Albert could do what you're doing. Okay? That does not mean women in these other countries don't like resources, because worldwide women want a man that can provide for them. But if you're just leading with your...
Okay, yep, that's right. Most women are just all around the world want a man to provide for them and want a man to lead. That's the natural order, but with them working their own jobs, doing this and that, like lots of women, they can look past that now. They'd rather just have a man there to love on them. And, y'all getting in and, y'all do some things together like y'all in a real relationship, but y'all not. That's what happens a lot of times too. This go worldwide, like almost. Yeah, but let's go.
Wallet, dude. That's all you get. The minute you stop buying fucking purses and paying light bills, it's over. She's not even gonna consider trying to stick around or even try to help you. She don't want to help you. She just want to keep draining your pockets, and that can happen to you abroad as well.
And why would you let a woman do that, man? Drain your pockets. You know what I'm saying? A woman should be helping you grow your pockets. That's the thing. You should have a woman there with you, helping you grow your pockets. Yeah. All right.
Now, being an American is not as much as you think. Maybe at one point after World War II or after the Vietnam War, you could just be black and walk in, look, I got a blue passport. Oh my God. Guess what? Americans are not the only ones that have money. Americans are not the only ones that can transform these women's lives. They even have men in Brazil. They have 65 billionaires that live in Sao Paulo. So, for example,
yeah, he right. Like it's rich people in all countries. You know what I'm saying? Rich people in all countries. Then you got your poor class of people in all countries. And you have your people that's in the middle in all countries. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There are a lot of places like Sao Paulo you can go to and, I'm American. Okay, nobody gives a fuck. Including me. I don't care that I'm American. That's why I don't ever ask.
Okay, yeah. It ain't about like you just being American and stuff like that. Like it's about what type of person you are. I spoke with a lot of different people, like in the countries I've been to. You know what I'm saying? Okay, they know I'm American. You know what I'm saying? They don't call me even Black American. They just call me American. But they see my character. They see the way I carry myself, the way I act towards people. And these things. You know what I'm saying? Those are things they look at and they be like, okay, this is a good man right here. This is a man that actually come over here and want to learn the culture, learn more of the language, grow and be successful over here and connect with other people. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go.
People say, where you from? Texas. I'm from Texas. That's the state I'm from. Okay, I'm not trying to fucking use some American leverage. That's never been my priority. I don't need to do that. I didn't need to do that in the States. I didn't need to lead with, I make $10,000 a month at the bar. I didn't need to lead with that. What did I need to lead with that for? Some of y'all do. I don't care. That's your thing. I'm just saying. But these guys make it seem like just because you're American, they prefer you. As an American, you do have competition from locals and other people. Now, am I saying that a European guy is better than me? No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, the chicks have options as well, especially if you go to a big city. Last point.
Okay, yeah, he right there. Chicks have options, when you go into big cities. Yeah, of course. There's so many different men. Cause just how y'all men got 3, 4, 5 different women and stuff like that. These women got lots of men on rotation. As far as they'll pick, okay, if she just want to play the little monogamy role game, she'll have one guy she's sleeping with and the other different guys for different things. She'll have one guy for emotional attachment, and the guy she's sleeping with, maybe he don't give her that much time, and she getting in with him. And then she had one guy that pay for her bills, pay for her stuff. And then she had one guy that drop her off at work. You know what I'm saying? And then she got this other guy to pay for her groceries. You know what I'm saying? Then she got this other guy to pay for her phone. I mean, women got these lots of different guys on rotation like that. Or she could be sleeping with 2 guys, 3 guys. It just depends. Especially in these big cities, no matter where you go at around the world. That just is what it is nowadays. All right, let's go.
Pay attention to people that will react to this video to discredit me. Pay attention to people that have discredited me recently in the past couple of weeks. Because
yeah, I'm not discrediting you, bruh. I agree with a lot of stuff you said on the video. Then some of the stuff, I see it sounded like a contradiction to what you said on the video. Because you backtracked and said, okay, black men can do well in these countries. And they have women that prefer them in these countries. That goes without saying. You know what I'm saying? Get in where you fit in. And like I say, when you go to these different countries, if a woman really into black guys and stuff like that, you're gonna see most of the time she listens to hip hop. She'll listen to R&B, even though she might not know, say if she don't know the English language like that, but she still like to listen to it because it sounds good and all that type of stuff. Then she gonna prefer black men. That's it. All right, let's continue on.
The things that I've said that go against their narrative. What is false about what I just told you, or what I've told you before? Do you believe that more than 50% of women in a certain country that doesn't even have black people prefer black men? Being open to something and preferring something is completely different.
Yes, of course it's different. You know what I'm saying? But we living in 2024. When you talking about open, you know what I'm saying? Of course, most women are now being so more open to, especially black men, because we traveling more now, and they start to see us way more traveling to these different countries. So more than likely, it's gonna start making a preference more for black men. But for some, not, because most of them gonna stick with their own race, no matter how you slice it around the world. But who cares when it comes to that? You just have to get the women that's gonna choose you. All right, let's go.
Example, if you guys, I prefer to go to Smart Fit in Brazil. Smart Fit, I prefer it because it's decent. It's a clean gym. Usually it's a lot of women there. That doesn't mean I want to go to Body Tech. If Body Tech is nice then I'll go there. But when I get to Brazil, I'm looking for the smart fit. That's the difference. If you guys want me to help you one-on-one, and you guys want somebody that's going to tell you the truth about what it's like to be abroad, it's still great. But if you guys want somebody to tell you the truth about dating abroad, investing abroad, how to create remote income to move abroad, anything about living abroad, or if you want me to help you build a YouTube channel, if you're a barber, you want somebody to help you start, I offer one-on-one coaching, and it will be a 12-month program. It is not cheap. So if you guys are not financially stable, this is not for you. Okay? This will be a 12-month program that is either paid up front or split into monthly payments.
Okay.
Okay? The booking.
He talking about his consultation and stuff like that. All right, so this is the end of the video, technically. Yeah, but what I gotta say about this, like, you know, a lot of contradiction is what he was saying, what I heard in the video. You know what I'm saying? I agree with a lot of stuff he was saying. But y'all, man, y'all gotta go. You know, when y'all go to these countries, y'all gotta have y'all experience and prefer y'all, you know, y'all do the right things by getting, you know, learning the culture, learning the language, you know, being respectful to the people there, you know, being respectful to their culture. You know what I'm saying? Don't go over there causing mess. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful to the ladies over there. Different things like that. And yeah, but this rant, man, I'm about to end this video. Y'all have a good day, and peace out.